guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha Williams response to Eva Marcille nappy head drama backlash. Okay guys, if you watch my videos, you'll know that this is my job. This is what I do for a living. I get paid to report what goes on behind the scenes on certain reality TV shows. Now, does that mean I like every story that I report? Absolutely not. Some days, some of these stories are so ridiculous and I feel like just a waste of time, but I got to tell the story anyway. And so that's what's happening today. I really think this next story is just ridiculous. No, it's worse than ridiculous. It's redonkulous. That's worse than ridiculous. It's redonkulous, people, but I got to do it anyway. So let's go ahead and get into this story. So if you've seen this week's episode, you'll know that Cynthia and Kandi was telling Eva that Porsha had a conversation with Kenya about why Eva didn't bring her children to Kenya's birthday party, and it's because Eva didn't know about Kenya's energy. So that's why she didn't bring her children to the party. So Kandi and Cynthia are gossiping because, that's what it is at the end of the day, telling her what Porsha said to Kenya. And so this was Eva's response. She said, I don't know Kenya's middle name. I don't know Kenya's real eye color. I don't know Kenya, period. Did I ask Kenya where her husband was? And as far as Porsha, she says Porsha has enough BS going on in her life where she needs to concentrate on that. Porsha still got a C-section healing. She over here trying to worry about someone else's baby. And then in the same conversation, she said, I'm not worried about those nappy heads. Now, a lot of people are saying that Eva's response was way too harsh, and using the word nappy head was borderline colorist. What? People think that Eva is a colorist because she said she don't have time for them nappy heads. Okay, people, there's a bunch of things going on, in my opinion, and I'm going to break it down because, in my opinion, this is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. So let's start with the most obvious thing. Eva was throwing shade, people. That's what they do on the show. Nobody watches this show for spiritual enlightenment. If you do, you've got a serious problem. This is mindless entertainment. What do the women do on this show? They throw shade. And Eva's not the first and only person to throw lowball shades. If you ask me, it wasn't even that bad. Every woman on that show, including Cynthia, throws shade, okay? That's what they do. That's why we watch it. It's called entertainment. I don't like it when people try to take a show like this and make it something that it isn't. This is not a show for spiritual enlightenment. It's not. It's not a Sunday school class. This is just mindless entertainment. Duh. Second of all, we've all watched Basketball Wives. There's a huge difference between treating someone as if you're a colorist, treating them bad because of the color of their skin, and just making a lowball shade. I mean, come on, people. What has the world come to? Okay, but in my opinion, the biggest problem with this show is that it's the fans. It's the fans, okay, people? This is getting way too polarized. It's almost like watching politics. It's people that are Team Kenya, and they're against Team Eva, and against Team Porsha. Listen, I could be a fan of Porsha and know that Portia's not perfect, and she does things wrong. Okay, and if someone else points it out, it's not the end of the world. It's not a bad day. I could be a fan of Kenya and still know she's not perfect. She is kind of pushing this marriage thing too far. But people are not at that point. They don't want to hear anything about their favorite person on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Get out of your own way, people. That's not what this is about. This is a mindless television show for entertainment. If someone says something bad about Porsha, it's not the end of the world. Hell, it might even be true. Everybody needs to calm the hell down. It's really ridiculous, and it's really bad on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I don't know why. If anybody on this show is your role model, someone that you look up to, that you want to be just like, you're going too far. You might have a damn problem. These women distribute bad behavior on a daily basis. It's not meant for you to emulate, and take into your personal life. Like, really? Like, no. People are misinterpreting things. It's really, really bad. And then the worst part about all of this, in my opinion, is the thing that Eva said kind of made sense. Out of everybody on the show, who are the two people with the most men problems? I mean, serious men problems. That would be Porsha and Kenya. Both of them, relationship is just messed up, and there's no other way around it. Does that mean I don't like Kenya because she's in a shitty relationship? No. Does that mean I don't like Porsha because her man is allegedly into having sex with animals? No. It just is what it is. I am not trying to be in marriages like them two. I'm sorry. Now, I think both of the women are really pretty. Kenya's beautiful. Porsha has a mean hair game, but I don't want her life. Not if you paid me $1 million. I don't want a man that, can't keep his wee-wee in his pants. Like, come on, people. It's time that the public start backing down a bit and realize that we're all getting too caught up in this whole Real Life of Atlanta show. That's all it is. It's just a TV show, people. And that's why I didn't like doing the story today, because people take things too far on these reality TV shows. Anyway, Porsha decides to respond to all of the nonsense, and this is what she says. She says, first of all, C-section moms rock just as much as natural moms. Shaking my head. Why we always got to be called nappy? Make it make sense. I'll address the rest of this later. Stay tuned. No, please don't. Please don't. I've heard enough. It was just a comment. She said something underhanded. It doesn't mean she's a racist. It doesn't mean she's a colorist. She just made a response to how she was feeling. It's called throwing shade. Porsha, you do it all the time. As a matter of fact, you do it more than enough. You do it worse than the entire group, as a matter of fact. Porsha can get very low with her shade throwing. I mean, please, just go back and take some of Eva's advice. Worry about your own life, about your own husband. Go get your dog. Make sure that Dennis isn't humping on him. I mean, you got bigger problems, and you're worried about what Eva Marcille is saying? Please, it's really ridiculous. But as I say in every video, we all have our different opinions, and that just happens to be mine. So what I want to know today in my comment section is, do you think Eva is a colorist? So ridiculous, in my opinion. And if you think she is, be detailed with it. It's just a conversation. No one's going to fall out over it. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.